What's happening, everybody? I'm Ali Burns from Picks and Parlays, and welcome to another round of Total Chaos. This one is for Sunday, September the 25th. NFL Chaos, people. It's here. It's real. If you haven't seen the show before, here's how it works. I'm taking these three experts from the Insiders Room, and I'm going to ask them their opinion on 5 NFL totals that are going on this Sunday. They're going to give me their best bet, and if the one who gets the most correct comes back as the champion. This week, our champion is AM Plus Money. You were 4-1 last week. Tell us, how does it feel to be back in the Total Chaos ring?
Oh, it feels good, Ali. I told you I was going to be the future king, and I delivered on that promise. Now I'm focused on keeping that crown.
I love it. You're 11-6. Very nice start. Rye, it wasn't your best week. You were 2-3. Not bad, but your record is still positive. You're 23-20-2. How are you feeling about today?
I'm feeling great. I think the last time we did NFL was the preseason one, so I'm happy to get into the regular season here.
Yeah, I know you like your football, and I know you're real good at it. So let's get this party going on. And we have a new guy. We've got Joey Tron. I'm trying to get him to switch it to Tran, but he's not having it. How's it going, Joey? How you feeling about being on the show?
Good. Thanks for having me. I'm ready to give these guys a run for their money.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Chaos gets a little bit spicy out there, people. Okay. So just get ready for it. You might want to grab a pen and paper. A lot of picks are going to come your way. Before we get started, if everyone could just like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Picks and Parlays is doing shows all day, all week long. So just ring that bell and your phone will remind you when you can get some free picks, and some entertainment. Also, we are sponsored by Caesars Sportsbook, and for all new accounts, up to $1,250 in risk-free first bet. Also, they're giving you 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits. Just use, I changed my promo code. Now it is Woodful, but the easier way to do it is just go to the description of this video and click on the link, or download the app onto your phone and use that promo code right there. Woodful, as in full of wood. Yep. Okie doke. So let's get this party started. AM, you're the champ. So you are going to go first. And we're going to start out with the Jags and the Chargers. The number on this one is 42. It started at a 50.5. So it's moved down quite a bit. What are you thinking about this one, AM Plus Money?
Yeah, so this is one where I still like the under in it at the 42.5. I think that the Jaguars, they played well in their first 2 games, but this is now the best defense that they're going to be seeing all year. They're on the road here. I don't expect their offense to do a lot. Justin Herbert didn't practice for the Chargers today. There was a big line movement there. They're now a 3-point favorite versus a 7-point favorite. Whether he plays or not, I don't think that there's going to be a lot of offense from the Chargers either. If he doesn't play, I don't see them scoring a lot to win the game. And even if he does play, I see a lot of running plays and quick throws just to get the ball out, because with a rib injury, he's not going to want to get hit hard. So I see this game going under.
Really unfortunate injury for him. Rye, what are you thinking on this one?
Yeah, so this number didn't move enough for me either. I'm also on the under. We're seeing split tickets, and we're still seeing this line move. Jackson is 13-4 to the under as an underdog the last 2 seasons. Chargers are 8-0 to the under in September games over the last 3 seasons. Chargers are 2-0 this year. Jacksonville defense didn't look great on the road against Washington. And I expect both teams to use their running backs a lot and eat that clock. And if Herbert doesn't play, it helps the under more too, I think.
Yeah, so there's that. I wonder, is this like a situation like how we had Tyrod Taylor going out and Herbert came in as the big hero? Who's going to play for Herbert? Is he going to be a big hero? I don't feel like he is. All right, Joey, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, so I'm going to agree with these guys. I think this one goes under. I think Herbert potentially not playing is definitely a big factor. And kind of piggybacking off what Rye said, I definitely expect a big run game from these 2 teams. So I think the clock will definitely be chewed down. And with that being said, I definitely don't think they'll be able to go over 42.5.
All right. So we all agree consensus bets tend to be the moneymakers on the show. We've got the Rams at the Cardinals this week. 48.5 is that number. It did open at a 51.5. Money's on the under, but the tickets are on the over. It has moved down. Rye Cape, what do you make of this?
Yeah, the public is on the under, and the way the line moves, it makes me think that the sharps think this number is too low. 3 to 5 games in the series have gone over the total in the last 3 series. 2 games in the series have gone over last 3 seasons at Arizona. McVay is 18-8 to the over off a home win. Arizona defense doesn't look great. Rams defense is overrated. I expect both teams to be able to move the ball. I like the over here.
Over we go. Yeah, a little different without Von Miller on your squad, isn't it, Rams? What do you think about this one, Joe?
Yeah, I think this one goes over as well. I think the Cardinals will definitely carry that momentum from that crazy win against the Raiders last week into this game. I think the Rams defense, again, like Rye said, I think they're overrated. We saw that in week 1, and I think this game will definitely hit that mark and go over the total.
All right, AM, my soccer guy, are we going to make it a hat trick?
Yeah, we are going to make it a hat trick. I like the over in this one too. Both of these teams have very explosive offenses, but the key for me here is the defense. The Rams got torched by the Bills in week 1, and they allowed the Falcons to come back pretty big last week. So they're obviously having some big defensive problems right now. And the Cardinals have one of the worst defenses in the league. I would know, that's my team. They win games with their offense, not their defense. And I think this is one where both defenses are just going to get shredded, and there's going to be a ton of points.
All right, a ton of points. Okay, so we're all going over. We agree again. Packers and Bucks. A lot of people are really excited about this matchup. We've got 2 future Hall of Famers playing each other. It's 41.5. This one ticked down quite a bit. It started at the 47.5. Joey, you're up first on this one. Over or under the 41.5?
Yeah, I still think this one stays under. We saw with injury reports, Tampa Bay has a lot of players out this week. Tom Brady claims his finger's okay, but I don't buy it. I think he's just saying that. So with that being said, definitely leans me towards the under. And the Packers as a whole, I don't think their offense is as explosive as it's been. They're going to put up some points, but I think the Buccaneers will definitely run the ball to chew that clock to try to keep the Packers' offense off the field as much as possible, and that's why I think this will go under.
That's a good call. Running that ball so he doesn't have to throw it. AM, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, I like the under in this one as well. And this one is all about the Buccaneers defense. They really kept them in that game against the Saints last week. Tom Brady obviously doesn't have a lot of weapons to throw to, and the offense hasn't looked great in 2 games now. I don't think they're going to do a lot here. Same with the Packers. I think they're going to struggle to score. Sammy Watkins is out. He was a big target last week for Rodgers. They only put up 7 points in their last road game in Minnesota. And really, they have 2 great running backs in Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Leonard Fournette on the other side for the Buccaneers. This should be a game where they run the ball, and we see a lot of good defense. I like the under here.
All right, Rye, do you agree with these 2?
Nah, it's gotten low enough for me to take the over. I mean, we have the 2 of the best QBs playing. They have no weapons, but they're great game managers. Tom Brady's went years with no weapons. Last time these teams played, they scored 38. I think both offenses get going. I think they move the ball. I think we see some explosive plays. And I think this goes over to 41.5.
All right. So our first disagreement, but somebody's got to win this thing, so that we've got that going for us. Falcons and the Seahawks. This one's a 41.5, started at a 43. So not a ton of line movement here, although most of the money and tickets is on the over. Who goes first? It's you, AM. Over or under?
Yeah, so 2 bad teams here, but 2 bad defenses. I like the over in this game. Geno Smith and the Seahawks didn't look great last week on the road in San Francisco, but they're going to be back at home here with the 12th man helping them out. I think they're going to put up some points in this one at home. Then you got the Falcons. 2 weeks now, their offense has shown to do something. They were even on the road in LA last week and almost came back to win that one near the end. Marcus Mariota is trying to revive his career in Atlanta. I think that 2 bad defenses here, 2 teams that can move the ball. I see both getting at least 20 points. I like the over.
All right. I like the sound of that because Geno Smith is my fantasy quarterback, so I need him to have a good game. What's up, Rye? What do you got here?
So I am also with the over. Both Atlanta games went over, so they're an over team. The last time these 2 teams met in Seattle, they scored 63 points. The over the total was 10-3 in the last 13 head-to-head Atlanta and Seattle. Atlanta offense looks good. They score. I expect Seattle to look more like they did week 1 rather than week 2. I think this goes over.
It was an emotional week 1 for the Seahawks. Okay. It was very emotional, people. All right. What do you got here, Joey?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just I got the under. Being a Titans fan, I saw Mariota through the beginning of his career, and other than his one highlight of
I'm
throwing
a
a touchdown
Ducks
to
fan.
himself,
Okay. I've seen
okay,
Mariota from the beginning of
okay,
his career. Go ahead. I'm
do
sorry.
that. No, you're good. But other than that one big highlight he had, throwing a touchdown to himself, a lot of his time with the Titans was surrounded with interceptions and unfortunately bad play calls. So with that, I don't see the Falcons putting up a lot of points, other than them maybe running the ball. But with running the ball equals killing the clock, and I think that'll also happen a lot with the Seahawks, especially with Geno Smith maybe scrambling a little bit, maybe dunking the ball off, or even doing a couple of screens. So with that being said, I think this will go under the total.
All right. No, I don't know what you mean by he would scramble. He's going to have the best game of his whole life, even though everyone says that game was in week 1. But you know what? We're having a resurgence here. Okay.
We'll see.
I get that I'm delusional. I completely understand that. Okay. So next game on our list, we're going Niners and your Cardinals, AM. It's 43.5. What happened in this one? The 51 turns into a 48. With the money on the under. Rycape, you're up first. What do we have here?
49ers play Denver.
Sugar nuts.
All right. But I'm still going with the under. Denver is 14-5 and under the last
we did
2
a review
seasons.
before the show when we went through all the things. No one could have mentioned that. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize
okay,
till right now.
49ers Broncos. Here we go.
So, yeah, Denver is 6-0 in the first month of the season over the last 2 seasons. Both teams are 2-0 to the under this year. Both teams like to run the ball. Both teams have strong defenses. And my number one thing is the primetime unders. They've been hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So under we go on that one. Boom. Sorry, I'm fixing things now. Okay, Joey, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'll keep it short and sweet. Primetime unders are hitting, and I'm going to keep riding that trend. The only loss it had was on the Titans Bills, but some books had it at 48, so it was a push. So other than that, I'm going to ride that trend and keep it short and sweet.
And there you have it, man. What do you got, AM?
Yeah, I'm going to take the under in this one too. As Rye said, you got 2 good defenses in the 49ers and the Broncos. Plus, this is Jimmy G's first time ever playing an NFL game in Denver, so he's going to have to adjust to that altitude. I expect the 49ers offense to get off to a slow start. Russell Wilson, obviously, we've seen isn't caught up fully to speed in his offense, so I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I like the under.
Okay. So that's how we're playing this round of Total Chaos. I am going to do a recap, but first I want to introduce you to our experts. AM Plus Money, tell the people what you're all about and where they can find you.
Yeah, so I handicap all sports. I've been watching for my whole life. I've been playing sports, but I'm a huge soccer handicapper. That's my expertise. And you can catch me every day on the betting with Soccer Betting with the Geniuses, Sean Miller and AM Plus Money on the Max Wagers Network.
Yay, I love it. It's a really good show, too. You guys are so sharp. If y'all are into soccer, check it out. Another reason to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Rycape, tell the people, what's your jam, man?
I do watch the soccer show. So I bet everything as well. My main thing is NASCAR. I do my NASCAR show. Race days at noon. Season's winding down, so as soon as hockey, college football, or college basketball starts, I'll be rolling into that as well.
I can't wait for college basketball. Joey, you're new here. Tell me, give me your elevator pitch. What's your story?
Yeah, so I went under Rye's wing. He's taught me a lot of what I know. I do a NASCAR show with him. I post my plays in the Insiders Room. I'm on Twitter at Betting Underdog, and come cash in tickets with me.
I love it. So one way that you can find all of these guys in one place is by joining the Insiders Room Discord. All right. Now, there are tons of the Insiders Room cappers. I've had most of them on my show at this point, but I always seem to get a new one. These guys are sharp. Here, look, we can go through the records. Nick Parsons, 60-51. Greg the Greek's 12-9. We don't need to talk about Dan Kaiser. Ross Mann's 15-2. Dustin Bowser's 6-2-2. These guys are all really sharp, and you can find them all in the Discord. So definitely check that out. And you can get to the Discord by just going to @the-insiders room. It's just that easy. Soup's easy. All right, so let's do a recap. Boom. we have got the Jags at the Chargers, and everyone is going under 42.5. Rams at the Cardinals, everyone's going over the 48.5. Packers and Bucks, Joey and AM are under, but Rye is going the other way. Falcons and the Seahawks, 41.5. AM and Rye go over, but Joey is taking a turn. And then in the 49ers, and apparently breaking news, they play the Broncos. That 43.5, we're all going under. We're following the prime time trend. That is what's up with the Get Down. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Go to @the_insiders_room to check out the Discord. You can find me @PlusMoneyHoney. Until then, thank you guys. And like I always say, may the best capper win.